Oopsie daisy, I got cut off. Sorry about that. Bienvenidos a Esperanza Vence, donde la Esperanza Vence. Welcome back to Esperanza Vence, where hope wins. The Nine of Pentacles is a card in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot where you see somebody that has 6 pentacles stacked up for themselves and 3 to give away. So they have enough money for themselves and enough money to share. They might not necessarily be single, but they're okay on their own. You know, they're okay spending time by themselves. They're okay handling their own business. They are doing so well that they're able to have a garden, an expensive hobby. She's usually depicted with a falcon on her arm, so she has an expensive hobby. She's beautifully adorned in this wonderful cloak and these like necklaces and jewelry and stuff. So this is somebody that's really in tune with their own Venus energy right here on Earth. So as a hope or fear, we could hope for this to happen to us, and we could be projecting this energy out here, kind of like almost like this has to happen, you know. That's the fear aspect of it too. So that's like sort of the energy that we're sort of like pushing on this reading. So that's something that, you know, if it happens, it happens, you know. Hopefully, I hope this for all of us, of course. I do not fear the Nine of Pentacles. And as a likely outcome, if we keep just sort of making the same moves and steps in the same direction that we're doing right now, it will be the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is somebody that really has a handle of the truth and the way that they can express themselves. Other people, especially as a queen, might perceive her as being cold and harsh because she has no problem telling you how the F it freaking is, and you might just not want to hear it, or you might not be in a space in time where you have the legitimate capacity to hear what she has to say. So as a likely outcome, you know, we might be expressing ourselves, we might be expressing our divine feminine selves, we might be expressing our intellect, we might be, you know, welcoming, because she usually has her hands sort of out in a way like, come on, come with it. Yeah, I'll cut you, you know, like she's that bitch. I'll cut you if I have to, you know, like cut you with my sword of truth, you know, because truth leads to justice, okay? And we do have those themes going on. You know, we pulled the Justice card before, and we have Judgment, and, you know, we're dealing with these themes during this Leo full moon of like ego and reality, and how do we all shine, you know, and integrate this shadow as a backdrop, you know, because we still need the shadow as a backdrop. But how do we get that to be more of a backdrop and less of a forefront? You know what I'm saying? And so a good way to cut out the bullshit is with your sword, you know, the sword of truth. So sometimes the Queen of Swords is perceived as kind of a bitch, you know, for the obvious reasons, because our society and ourselves on the inside, sometimes we don't have the capacity to accept another version of ourselves, our divine feminine self, apart from, you know, Empress energy or Queen of Cups energy. Those are more popular feminine energies, but there's something really to be said for, you know, Kali. Okay, I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning into Esperanza Vence. And I would, my deepest wish, if you would please go to my website, esperanzavence.com. On the front page there, you will see first of all, how to book a reading with me, because that would enable me to eat luscious, good food and remain grounded and sensible so that I can still pull in these psychic energies for all of us. And, you know, my tagline, I guess if you want to call it, is thank you. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. You know, a lot of tarot readers do predictions and they do divination, and I consider my skill to be more along the lines of interpretation. Like, I'm a court interpreter, you know, the cards are speaking and I'm just translating, basically. and I hope that the cards are sort of like a Rorschach ink blot for you. You can learn more about my philosophy on that actually on this really funny podcast. It's called Bellied Up Podcast. It's got Charlie Behrens and Miles the You Betcha guy. They're just total Midwesterners, just like me, beer drinking folk, and they belly up to the bar and give drunk advice, and they're awesome. And I actually called into the podcast to get advice on like if I should return these certain articles of clothing to my ex-boyfriend. It's pretty funny. You should tune into that episode where Charlie Behrens gets a tarot reading because I think you're going to get a laugh out of it. But anyway, they did a short video about it, and that pretty much explains my philosophy on what the tarot cards are for me, how I use them as a tool, and how I hope to teach you to read them for yourself. So you can also learn on my playlist, the Learn Tarot. I mean, it's really just, you know, basic introductory metaphorical themes and stuff like that. You know, if I really talked about each card, I could just go on for like over an hour for every single card. But that's something deep that you learn on your own over time. Like, I'm just trying to give little like tidbits to sort of introduce people, like a little introduction, like speed dating, you know, or something like that for tarot. And so that's why I smack those videos up. And plus, I guess it helps the algorithm gods to adorn me with, you know, one subscriber a month or something like that. So that's always lovely too. And I really appreciate you being here. All of you real human beings who are actually really fine-tuning your free will and intuition. You are doing the good work, and I love you so much. And from my heart to yours, until next time, may you let your inner light shine and have the courage and the heart of the lion to care for yourself and care for your cubs. Oh, I love you. Bye-bye.